Hey, you missed me? Yeah, I missed you guys too. Unfortunately, I was locked in Andrew Tate's basement. He even tickled my feet. But I got away. Hell, I even took a shower and had time to sit down and read a comic book. Pretty interesting stuff. But today I'm going to be talking about DCX Sonic. Yeah, this is the new one, all right. Out of all the comic books I thought I would see in a comic book shop, DCX Sonic was the one who caught my eye, and I had to see what this was about. Now, before you get your pitchforks and stuff ready, just bear with me. It's not that bad. It's not that good though, because we don't have Rouge the Bat showing her titties on screen. That would have really made it something special, or even Sonic and Shadow kissing. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, we didn't get that. But what we did got was pretty good. It harkens back to when your favorite cartoon characters used to cross over back in the day when we were kids. Like the Flintstones and the Jetsons, except for it's furry animals and superheroes, and they fight a giant rock guy, aka Darkseid. Yeah, that guy. Pretty cool stuff. But this was just a great comic book. All jokes aside, it really was something special. And it feels like the Sonic brand is finally doing good for once, which is really good to see. I enjoy Sonic and I enjoy DC. Seeing two series that are, well, to be honest, probably kind of struggling a little bit over the past. They've had rocky histories, to say the least. But to see them team up and do something a little special and hokey, it's fun. You get your character interactions with like Flash and Sonic, and they're talking shit to each other, and they're racing and stuff, and they're punching parademons, giving an old 1-2. You know what I mean? And hey, look, personally, they ain't got nothing on the Quickster. The Quickster would smoke both of them, but that's a different story for another day. But besides Flash and Sonic, you get Amy and Wonder Woman, and the one that surprised me the most was Batman and Shadow. Because when I think of Shadow, I don't quite think of Batman, vice versa. But it was very interesting to see them talk about their stories and basically trauma bond with each other, which would call me out the blue personally, because I thought this was going to be a kid's comic. And then apparently it's not. It's actually PG-13, and I found that out too, because there's light cursing, and it's very, I'll say this. It's very interesting to see a character like Sonic and his series be in a PG-13 aesthetic. It harkens back to Shadow the Hedgehog. Now all we need is that M-rated comic. I want to see Shadow say fuck. I want to see Shadow throw some hands like John Wick. I need that. I need that in my life. This already made my day, but dude, if that comes out, that's making my year, and I promise you that. I'm gonna hang that bad boy on my wall. It's gonna be so good. But beyond that, the story's, well, pretty predictable. But it's fun. It's just fun. Like I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but just know it's fun. It's got a few light jokes, and I don't know. Like it's definitely it's weird when you first think about it, but if you get that chance, like with most weird things, if you just kind of turn your brain off and you just kind of accept it for what it is, it's really not that bad. I really think it's pretty okay. Now the power scaling, however, is pretty stupid, because I've seen some crazy feats for Superman on like some forums and stuff, and seeing Sonic do some questionable stuff against Darkseid, to say the least, is impressive. It's very interesting to see that kind of power come from Sonic. It's truly astounding. But other than that, I mean, me personally, my favorite characters were definitely the Flash and the Sonic. That was definitely what caught my eye when I picked it up. It's a 5-issue run, so I mean, it's not that long. It wouldn't take you long to read. And to be honest, I feel like it deserves its support. Comic books are a dying breed nowadays when everything is available digitally. So it's nice to pick up a floppy and you turn the pages and stuff, and when you get bored, you wipe your ass with it later, that kind of stuff. It's definitely an experience. You get all the usefulness out of one piece of comic book page. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.